As he prepares to return to the Vatican after his hospitalization and treatment for bilateral pneumonia, Pope Francis renews his call for peace, urging an end to violence in Gaza and other conflict zones, and expresses his gratitude for global efforts towards dialogue, especially in the South Caucasus. Pope Francis appeared at the window of Rome's Gemelli Hospital on Sunday, his first public appearance after 5 weeks of hospitalization. He greeted and blessed the over 3,000 well-wishers present in the hospital courtyard, many of them carrying bright flowers and welcome home posters, while his Sunday reflection was read by TV radio commentators and distributed to journalists. In it, he appeals for the silencing of weapons. In his prepared greeting, the Pope reflected on the day's gospel and used it to highlight the immense suffering of the people in Gaza, as well as all those who, across the world, suffer the consequences of war. Throughout his hospitalization, the Pope has never tired of making his voice for peace heard in prepared texts published prior to the Angelus prayer in St. Peter's Square. This Sunday, just before his programmed return to Casa Santa Marta to begin 2 months of convalescence, Pope Francis prayed for the people of Palestine, writing, "I am saddened by the resumption of heavy Israeli bombing on the Gaza Strip, causing many deaths and injuries. I call for an immediate halt to the weapons and for the courage to resume dialogue, so that all hostages may be released and a final ceasefire reached." He continued by highlighting the very serious humanitarian situation in the Strip, warning that urgent commitment is required from the conflicting parties and the international community. At the same time, Pope Francis expressed his gratitude for steps taken toward peace in the South Caucasus, where Armenia and Azerbaijan are moving towards a finalized peace agreement. May this be a sign of hope, he prayed, that other conflicts too may find a path to resolution through dialogue and goodwill. The Gospel of the day points to the image of the barren fig tree, spared from being cut down in the hope that it may still bear fruit. This, the Pope said, is how God looks upon humanity, with mercy, with perseverance, and with a love that never tires. In light of all the suffering, but of all the hope, it is the same patience we are called to cultivate in our daily lives, especially in times of hardship and uncertainty, said the Pope. Before concluding, the Holy Father once again placed his trust in the intercession of the Virgin Mary, asking her to accompany the Church and the world on the path of peace. He invited the faithful to join him in praying for peace, especially in tormented Ukraine, Palestine, Israel, Lebanon, Myanmar, Sudan. As he prepares for his period of convalescence, Pope Francis did not forget those who have held him through their prayers. "I feel your closeness," he said warmly, thanking the faithful for their support and assuring them of his own prayers in return. "Thanks for watching. I am the Great Protector."